Are you Tony Stank?
Yes, this is Tony Stank.
Hilarious.
What's going on, everybody? GemMint here, back again with another statue. Not unboxing, but a review, and we've got one that I've been really excited for. I'm currently collecting the 1/3 scale Marvel line by Legendary Beast, and I have an opportunity to review their Iron Man prototype. So we're going to take a close look at each of the pieces individually, we're going to do the assembly, and I'm going to give my final thoughts at the end. Now keep in mind, this is just a prototype. This may not really key in the way that the final production piece does, and there may be slight imperfections here and there that you won't see. But with that being said, big thank you to Legendary Beast and XM Studios for giving me a chance to take a look at this. Let's get right into it. All right, this is the Premier Edition that comes with 5 head sculpts and 2 torsos. Let's take a look at those head sculpts first, and you gotta love getting the classic comic book version of Tony Stark. They killed it. The skin tone looks great. The facial features look like what you would expect Tony Stark to look like. That full head of hair and the Iron Man suit. You can see the collar with that nice vibrant red at the bottom. Looks great. And then you have kind of the best of both worlds, unmasked, but you still got the helmet of the Iron Man armor right there. Loving the details around the side of his face. Same great detail in his face sculpt as we saw with the unhelmeted, with that candy red metallic paint. Love it with the visor up. Onto a regular helmeted version. What's cool is a lot of these have light up features, so when we do the assembly, you'll see the eyes light up. And you know me, I'm a comic book purist, so the fact that we're getting the actual comic book armor rather than the movie armor, I'm a huge fan of that. Same great details, just a different design. I'm loving all the options here, and these have light up eyes as well, as we'll see. And then here we have the old school Iron Man helmet where you can see Tony Stark behind those eyes. Very cool to get classic Iron Man. And let's move on to the torso. So this will be the regular edition torso, and as you can see with the batteries in it, you light up in the palm where the repulsors are and in his chest. I love the detail, how they captured like the musculature even though he has the Iron Man suit right out of comic books. And then the Premier Edition torso has him holding his left hand up. You can still see the light up in his chest. And if we swing it around, he still has the light up in his palm as well. So thought that was a very cool detail. Loving the red and gold armor. I love the shine to it. They did such a great job on the paint. That other torso does come with a base. It's got the Iron Man logo on the front here. And just like the regular base that we'll see in a moment, it has the Hall of Armor around it as well. Very cool storytelling detail that I'm glad to see them continuing with this line. Before we get into the base, let's take a look at the Iron Man legs. You get the same great paint applications with the red and gold. You have the intricacy sculpted in, so it looks modern even though we're getting classic Iron Man. So great job on bringing that to life. We do have these 2 pieces that will go on his hip to complete the ensemble. So just some small discs. And then let's get on to the hand switch out. So this one comes with the regular edition, doing his classic Iron Man blast, sticking that right hand out, which does light up as well, like we'll see when we assemble it, and the downward facing hand. So you can have him very museum style, or you can have him with a semi-action pose. Detail looks great. Same thing with the repulsor, it will light up. What's cool is the Premier Edition has this arm switch out for the regular edition torso where he's holding the mask. This way you can rock that unmasked portrait. All right, on to the base here. So the base has a light up, and that's based on a plug-in power source. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Love that. It illuminates the statue, and we can cut the lights out and see how bright that thing really shines. Moving on to the base, I love how it tells that story of all the different armors throughout time, just like they did with their Thor piece, and they're continuing it with their Incredible Hulk. I think it's a really nice addition and kind of a signature to Legendary Beast. But you have all types of different Iron Man armor here. You even have a War Machine armor, Mark I, Extremis, Thor Buster, and tons more. All right, on to that assembly. So we're gonna go ahead and get Iron Man's legs keyed into the base first. Then let's start with the regular edition torso. Swing it around to the side to put those discs on his hips. And then we'll play with the arm switch out. So we'll start with the arm pointed down, your standard museum pose, and then the outward stretched arm. You can see the light ups turning on as well as the helmet. And boom, this is the collector's edition that also comes with this portrait, a slightly unhelmeted Tony Stark. And here we have the regular edition in its 1/3 scale glory. Got the light up base going on, the repulsor blast and his chest both lit up, and we have the lifted up visor portrait. Let's go ahead and unplug this so we can spin them around real quick, and let's grab some dimensions. It's going to be basically the same dimensions with either version or with either switch out. The base diameter, it's about 16 and a half inches. So that's going to be the same all the way around. I mean, you can go a deepest point like 18 inches, depending on how it's angled. And if we go to the height, it's going to be the top of his helmet, which is a little over 34 inches. So you get a lot of bang for your buck with the Legendary Beast Studios pieces. You have this version for the regular, and you also have these switch outs. The looking upward and away portrait with the right arm facing down. And of course you could switch out on those two options as well. We can have this arm set up with the lifted visor. So regular edition, and then we can go to the Premier Edition. The Premier Edition comes with everything that the regular edition comes with, but it has this additional head sculpt. The one where you can see his eyes behind the mask. And then the completely unmasked Tony Stark head sculpt. It also comes with a different switch out right arm, holding the helmet, which really gives you the best of both worlds. And then that additional second torso. So let's get that keyed in. And we can showcase the final head sculpt. This video is brought to you by Ninja Funk. The 4-issue miniseries may be over, but the one-shot Bolo's Playground brings us back to the Ninja Funk universe. Mr. Bolo, dealer of galactic oddities, faces off against Ninja Funk after McFly exploits a time portal. Laser Wolf wants to use it to save BB, but Bolo believes that another use may destabilize the fabric of reality itself. Allies are at odds, but Ninja Funk are only toys inside the walls of Bolo's Playground. Hit up your local comic shop and ask them to reserve you a copy of Ninja Funk Bolo's Playground. 3 more portraits, an extra arm, and an extra torso, and I'm sure there's a crazy amount of combinations that you can do with these different switch outs. I'm blown away. I knew I was gonna like this piece when I saw it first announced or teased at conventions overseas. It's a line that I'm personally collecting. By the time you see this video, it's gonna be up for pre-order. It goes live on May 10th, and that's Singapore time. So you're able to pre-order this wherever you're able to pick up XM Studios and Legendary Beast statues. Let me know what you think about the 1/3 scale Iron Man in the comments down below as I leave you with an array of Iron Man switch outs spinning on the turntable. Stay minty fresh, y'all. Peace.